Hi, so you can see I'm here in my spray booth. Today we're going to be testing Tesa tape. I've got 4 different tapes to test out. We've got the pre-sensitive, which is the precision sensitive, the precision outdoor, 3-day and the normal precision. Okay, so the precision is designed for sensitive areas and maybe places where paint wouldn't quite adhere that well, so you don't need a really high tack tape. It's just for those sensitive areas. So it also offers to be left on there for 14 days, which means you can peel it off within 14 days and it should be fine. And also it can use water-based paints and oil-based paints on top of it. Okay, so this is the Precision Outdoor. Obviously, like it says, it's made for outdoor use. It says you can leave it on there for 26 weeks, which is a long time, obviously. Again, you can use all different types of paint on it, so oil-based, water-based. Okay, so now you come to your bog standard masking tape. So ideally, no longer than 3 days with this. And again, all paints on it, water-based, oil-based. So that's the bog standard, cheaper one. Okay, so now we come to the Holy Grail. This is what I use all the time, or as much as I can do. This is the Precision. It's a high-tack tape. It's the best tape I've used. So apparently indoors 6 months you're allowed to leave this on, and outdoors 8 weeks. Again, all paints are allowed on it, and it also offers that no tear feature. Okay, so the bog standard tape is coming in at $5.82. Now these prices are from my local brewer's store. They might be different in your local shops, and obviously different abroad, I don't know, but this is just what my brewer's store offer them at. Okay, so the external tape's coming in at $12.95. The precision sensitive is coming in at $5.82, and the precision stuff, so the really good tape, this is the tape I use all the time, this comes in at $6.80, which again is quite a good price for tape. And when I talk about that no tear feature, if you're masking something up, when you're stripping off the tape, sometimes when you do that, you'll find that some tapes tear accidentally. So yeah, in my opinion, everyday use, I'm using the yellow stuff all day. But again, for certain jobs, you need different tapes. Okay, so here we have 5 different scenarios that you would paint over. So this one we've got 10% bare wood and possibly bare render. And then at the end we've got bare plasterboard. So 5 relatively common things that you can paint over. And in this episode we're going to do a spray test. So I'm going to put all 4 tapes on each section, spray over them, and we'll see what kind of results we get. Okay, so we're ready to spray. I've got my Graco Ultra set up in a grey eggshell, which I'm going to do over this. Normally when I'm masking up and I'm spraying, I'm masking up skirting boards or I'm masking up walls. So that transfer from eggshell to emulsion will be interesting, and obviously we'll see what kind of results we get. So that gives you a slight idea there. That was the 3-day masking tape and it wouldn't stick to the white emulsion. Right, so we'll let those dry, peel the tape away and see what kind of results we get. Right, so let's start with the plasterboard. So as you can see there, just on the end, this is the 3-day tape. It just peeled off a bit of the paper, which the precision tape wouldn't do. Again, this is the precision tape. So this is the really tacky stuff, and I mean obviously plaster was not the strongest stuff, but in this situation this is not the tape to use. So the 3-day one's not too bad, still peeled off a little bit of the paper, but again it's just a box standard tape. So, and there you have it. That's the outdoor one, and as you can see that that peeled off quite a lot. And finally, the precision sensitive, and that's exactly what it's designed for. No pull. So in this situation, plasterboard, precision sensitive is the one. Okay, so now we've got the bare chip board. So this is the porous. So firstly we've got the precision. Yeah, so I mean that's a good tape for that situation. You can't see a lot of bleeding, and it's held it well. Obviously there's not a lot to pull off of there, so the precision would be a good option. This is the 3-day, not a bad option again. So I mean normally if you're painting on bare chipboard or anything like this anyway, it doesn't need to be an absolutely immaculate job. Maybe if you were doing external render it does, but in this situation it doesn't, and 3-day tape would be perfect for it really. External tape, yeah, didn't have any doubts there, that would be fine. So that's the precision outdoor, and then the sensitive has done pretty well as well. There's a little bit of bleeding there, but you'd expect that as it's a porous material, it's going to get behind it. Okay, so this is the emulsion. This is one that I'm quite interested in because obviously a lot of painters do emulsion work. Okay, so that's the 3-day tape up there. It is brushed emulsion, not rolled emulsion, so you can see the brush marks. And the 3-day tape has bled a little bit, but that's only on the top. So there's the precision, stuff that I use all the time. It's done a good job. The reason I brushed it is because the brush marks leave a lot of ridges, which the paint would like to get under, if that makes sense. So the external tape, that's bled quite a bit around the edges, and you can clearly see the reason it's bled is because of those brush strokes. The sensitive has done fairly well. I thought that would have done a bit worse than that. Not a lot of bleeding, so that looks pretty good. And the 3-day, yeah, see that's had a lot of bleed. If you're looking for a really, really neat line, precision's the one. So, hardboard, the shiny side. So this is bare wood, and it's got a shiny surface to it, the hardboard has, so precision, let's have a look. Okay, so what's happened there is, you might be able to see it on the back of the tape, the precision has teared off some of the wood, so that's not now shiny, that is rough, and that's where it's peeled off the top layer of the hardboard, so that would be too strong in this situation. 3-day tape. So again, the 3-day tape's peeled off a little bit, not as much as the precision, but the lines are pretty clean. So yeah, outdoor. Yeah, so outdoor is peeled off a lot of the wood, which you can see on the back there. So, like I said, this tape, the last tape, which is the precision sensitive, should be spot on for this situation. Okay, it's still peeled off a little bit, but not as much as the others. So in this situation, the pre-sensitive is the one. Pretty clean lines, so yeah. The 10% AC, which is equivalent to eggshell. Okay, so that's 3-day that was covering that, and that's got a lot of bleed. So we'll start with the precision. Okay, precision looks good. Couple of bleeds, but that may be where I haven't pushed the tape down properly. This is the 3-day, a lot of bleeding there. I'll zoom in a second so you can see that. Precision Outdoor, again, a bit of bleeding, but this is the finest surface we've tested on. So I mean, it is really a smooth finish, and ideally in this situation I'd either be putting a cork line and masking up against it, or really ensuring that my tape is down. In this situation I'd be personally always going for the precision, and you'll be able to see that in a second with the amount of bleeding. Okay, so pre-sensitive's done pretty well. A little bit of bleeding again, but in this situation it's coped well. So let me just zoom in on that for you. Okay, so not a lot of bleeding there, that's the precision, you can see that. 3-day, a lot of bleeding. Precision Outdoor, again, quite a bit of bleeding. And the sensitive, a little bit of bleeding again. So yeah, again, in this situation, it's the precision for me. So that's the spray test. I'll be doing a brush test and a roller test soon. I'll do it in the same setup, on the same surfaces, so you can get an idea. But that gives you a basic idea. If you'd like to see any tests on different surfaces that I haven't covered, let me know in the comments and I can try and fit that in. So again, we've tested on the eggshell, the shiny side of hardboard, the emulsion that's brushed on, the porous, which is the chipboard, and then bare plasterboard. So yeah, like I said, that gives you a rough idea on what tapes you want to use in what situation, depending on what you're painting, what surface you're painting on, how long you're going to leave it on there for. But yeah, Tesa is definitely the company that I'd recommend for masking tape. You can get it in, well, I can get it in all my brewer stores, home base. I don't know about America, but so thanks for watching the video. Comment away, let me know your thoughts on this video. I'd love to get your feedback as well on what tapes you would recommend. I know frog tape's a big one in the UK. Duct tape do some masking tapes. There are quite a few. 3M are quite a big company as well. If you want to, like I said, if you want to see any different surfaces, different paints, because obviously these are all the paints that I put on here are water based, but you can use oil based on all those as well. So yeah,